So I was reading the Revised New Jerusalem Study Bible and found the following comment on 1 Corinthians 8:6. In a vital theological statement, Paul here splits open the Shema, the basic creedal statement of Judaism, Deuteronomy 6:4. The Lord our God is one Lord, distinguishing Lord, that is Christ, from God. So my wife asked, what happens when you split open an atom? Well, you blow everything up, the atomic bomb. So what would happen if you split open the Shema? Well, you blow up who God and Jesus are. You get the doctrine of the Trinity, which says that God is no longer one individual, the Father, but one essence or substance, as my wife also puts it, one God stuff. And his son is no longer a human person. The Son of Man, the human being prophesied by Old Testament prophets like Daniel. After the first atomic bomb test, the American physicist J. Robert Oppenheimer, who is called the father of the atomic bomb, lamented the act.
We knew the world would not be the same. Few people laughed. Few people cried. Most people were silent. I remembered the line from the Hindu scripture, the Bhagavad Gita. Vishnu is trying to persuade the prince that he should do his duty, and to impress him takes on his multi-armed form and says, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." I suppose we all thought that one way or another.
By the way, he named the first nuclear test site Trinity. In the Gospels, Jesus similarly lamented the fact that the world was yet to know his God and Father. I have told you these things so that you won't abandon your faith, for you will be expelled from the synagogues, and the time is coming when those who kill you will think they are doing a holy service for God. This is because they have never known the Father or me. Yes, I'm telling you these things now so that when they happen, you will remember my warning. Do you remember what I told you? A slave is not greater than the master. Since they persecuted me, naturally they will persecute you. And if they had listened to me, they would listen to you. But all these things they will do to you on account of my name, because they do not know him, the one who sent me. My point is that there continues to be a concerted and coordinated effort to split up God, blow up the Shema, as it were, or as other scholars put it, to gloss over, modify, redefine the creed of Jesus by Christianizing it. One of the first articles I put together when I became a Christian was a collection of quotes from some of these scholars. I called it, as you can see there, Splitting the Shema, a How Not to Guide. And it's basically a collection of quotes from notables like N.T. Wright, Richard Bauckham, and others. In my research at that time, I found that the modern day culprit who other scholars copied after was the late Dr. James Dunn. Dr. Dunn was considered the premier Christological scholar of our age. Yet, in one of his last books, Dr. Dunn walked back his decades-old claim and even criticized fellow scholars who he himself had influenced. Dr. Dunn even went a step further in this book by making this heretical claim. Jesus is not the God of Israel. He is not Yahweh.